Hi guys, we're ready for chapter 10. It's called Mr. Angelou's Bald Head Shines. Mr. Angelou has phoned. We've got a meeting with him this afternoon. Mom is leaving work early. The manager of the supermarket said it was all right. He has cut Mom's hours down so that she is not doing any extra shifts or Saturdays. And she is talking about going back to work in the library. I think she'd like that. I get this awful feeling walking into school. As we pass the classroom windows, I see kids at their desks. Christopher looks out. That is not going to be me. Mom promised. I don't have to come back. Mom has got a serious look on her face. She is wearing her serious cream blouse and her serious maroon cotton skirt. Well, the skirt is nearly serious, except for a huge white daisy printed on the front and two smaller daisies printed on the back. Mr. Angelou looks even taller and rounder than usual when he stands up. He walks towards us with his hand extended. He shakes Mom's hand and then mine. It's a strong, soft, safe handshake. Please take a seat. He sits down too, bends his head for a moment. His bald spot glows. Mr. Angelou presses his hands together and then speaks to me. I've done a lot of investigating in the past 2 days. The librarian mentioned you to me before. She was worried. I should have listened more seriously to her. Jack, you're not the only one. He coughs. I pride myself on being a good teacher. I'm an executive teacher as well as your classroom teacher. And Jack, I feel partially responsible. Is this Mr. Angelou? He's given me so many lines to write when I've been in trouble that I used to think my hand would fall off. I'm aware of some of the incidents now. I've talked to every student in your year. He pauses to think. Looking back, I remember you tried to ask me for help. I remember seeing and hearing things that I should have followed up. His forehead creases into lines. Being too busy is no excuse. My head thuds. I remember trying to tell Mr. Angelou that it wasn't me, that it was George Hamill who pushed me off my chair in class. I wanted to tell Mr. Angelou why I didn't want to go into the locker room, why I was late, why my school trousers were torn, why I missed school, why I didn't answer questions in class. But I couldn't. I feel breathless. It really hurt when they called my mom names, when they said my father left because of me. And I just took it, like a coward. Teachers are busy. Think someone else will handle it, make excuses, Mr. Angelou says as he looks at Mom. But we hear you now. This school and the school community, the principal, the staff, the parents and students, we'll all deal with it. I promise you. Mr. Angelou takes out a large handkerchief and wipes his lined forehead. It's been terrible, Mom stammers. She reaches for my hand. Jack has been so brave. He didn't want me to worry. Imagine having the courage to get up every day to go to a place where you know you have to run and hide, get beaten up, spit on. Mom's crying and I hold her hand tightly. I just don't think I could have made it. Jack's a braver person than me. And me too. I'm going to ask Jack something important. Something I don't know if I could do. Jack? He hesitates. I'm asking you to do this so that other students don't have to go through what you have. I feel nervous. It's an enormous thing to ask. As a school community, we are putting in an anti-bullying program because of you and others who have been bullied. He takes a breath. Bullies shouldn't be given the power to make you leave this school. I'm asking you to stay and fight, for a while at least. And if after that you do decide to leave, it's because you want to, not because you're running away. Run away? I look at Mom. Well, that's what I want to do. If you run, you'll always be afraid, and there are other bullies out there. I know that you deserve more. I look down at my hands. This is too hard. You won't be alone. I'll be there, and we'll fight this together. It won't be easy, and you won't win overnight. It'll be a long, tough road, but I promise you that you'll win. I promise you. Mom speaks quietly. Darling, I will do whatever you decide. If you want to leave this school, that's all right. If you want to stay and fight, that's all right too. Whatever you choose, I'm here for you. There is silence. I keep looking at my hands. Samantha and Anna are at this school. I want to walk home with them. It's easier for Mom if I stay. There's the editing room. I work on my photos there. Other schools might not have that. George Hamill. I shudder. I don't want him to win. I don't want people like that to win. Stay here? Can I take it? I don't want to be afraid anymore. I look at Mr. Angelou, whose bald head is shining in the sunlight. Maybe, I suppose. He shakes my hand again, a strong handshake. I'll see you on Monday before school in my office. I have a plan. I sort of smile. Mr. Angelou has a plan. Saturday, an important excursion. We are all going to visit Granddad in the cemetery, except for Rob. He's working. I take my camera. Nana says we need to talk to Granddad. Mom's packed a picnic lunch. Samantha's put on her rainbow dress, which is nearly the same as Mom's, and a yellow straw hat, too. Mom has her yellow straw hat on as well. Oh no, Nana's arrived, and guess what? She's wearing a yellow straw hat. She bought all the hats on special from Susie's splendid discount store. Actually, she bought one for Anna, too. She's coming with us. I wonder if she's wearing hers as well. I stick my head out of my bedroom window. Guess what? Anna's waiting outside, and yes, you guessed it. She's wearing her yellow straw hat. Nana is very happy as she sits in the front seat of the car in her yellow straw hat, with all the other yellow straw sun hats. That was a very good buy, wasn't it? Everyone loves these hats. Maybe I should have bought more. Samantha starts to giggle. Then Anna, and then Mom, then me, and then Nana. All you can see is a mass of bouncing yellow straw sun hats and a yellow baseball cap Nana bought for me. The cemetery is on a hill that looks out over the bay. We drive through heavy wrought iron gates into the cemetery. There are rows and rows of plots. Some are magnificent with huge old sandstone monuments. Others are very simple with gravel on the flat top bit and a small headstone. There are mausoleums that house whole generations of families. I love the marble angels and the doves. On some plots there are wooden crosses or Jewish stars or other symbols or something nothing, depending on people's religion. We drive right to the top of the city of stone where Granddad lives. Nana and Granddad chose this place. It fits 4 people. Granddad is the only one there. Nana will go there one day, and probably Mom. So there won't be room for both Samantha and I. I bet I get left out. Mom told me not to worry about it because we won't be going there for ages. She said it will all work out, that we are all together. Anyway, it is beautiful up here. Granddad always has a view of the sea with the waves rolling onto the sand and the fishing boats. He loved the sea. Maybe that's why I love the sea too. I think I'll take some photographs. Nana doesn't shuffle towards Granddad's plot. She walks like she's young again. Taking out her garden clippers, she begins to trim the potted rose bush. We help with the weeding and sweep the granite top. That looks better, Nana says. Being with Granddad makes her different. She's not old here. We can have our picnic now, she says. Mom brings out a folding chair for Nana and throws a blanket over the path next to Granddad for us. Granddad always liked a picnic, and Mom has brought his favorite foods: cheese, fresh bread, pickles, olives, cashews, and apples. Granddad had excellent teeth and always enjoyed a crisp apple. Poor Nana can't eat crispy red apples. Mr. Napoli gave Anna a whole bag of crispy red apples for the picnic. There is a cool breeze from the bay, and Samantha's hat blows off. We chase it right down the hill. Nana gets worried because they've sold out of the yellow straw sun hats at Susie's splendid discount store. I know I can't get any more, she says, and her green eyes squint in the sun as they follow the path of the yellow straw sun hat. Luckily, I grab it just before it flies over the fence. Be careful with your hat, Mom says as she ties the hat's ribbon under Samantha's chin. It is time to talk to Granddad. Anna understands about that. I think it is because she's Italian, or maybe because the Napolis love their family. Your family does not die. They are always a part of your life, Mr. Napoli says. Samantha tells Granddad about Puss the cat. Anna doesn't know Granddad, but she tells him about her grandfather who was a farmer. He grew olive trees. Granddad loved olives, Nana says. She waits and then looks at me. Granddad loved us. He loved you especially, Jack. She catches her breath and then sits up straight. You know, you're never alone when you have people who love you. Nana reaches out for my hand. Jack, you forgot. You're not alone. She touches Granddad's grave. Jack, you have to promise right here in front of Granddad that you won't forget that. If you get into trouble, you will ask for help from us. There's no excuse, no reason that you can't. Otherwise, we feel like we failed you, Jack. You don't want us to feel bad, do you? I shake my head. You have to promise to let us be there for you. You promise, Jack. Promises. There are two promises now. Mr. Angelou's promise and then mine. I promise. We sit looking out at the sea. Samantha plays chase with Anna. Nana rests her head against Granddad's grave. Mom takes off her yellow straw sun hat and lets the wind blow her blonde hair into a tangle. Before we pack up our picnic basket, I take out my camera. Everyone has to put on their yellow straw sun hats for my photographs. Mom puts her arm around Nana. Click. Samantha and Anna stick out their tongues. Click. Mom swirls around. Click. They all hold hands. Click. I put the camera on Granddad's granite top and run to get into the photo. Click.